So there's 10 harsh realities of investing in real estate, guys. My name is Mikael Key. I'm a commercial real estate broker in Louisiana with Mikael Realty, and I've closed millions of dollars worth of commercial transactions. And I'm also a landlord, so I have hands-on experience. So I'm gonna dive right into it. Number one, tenants do not like to pay rent. So if you're buying real estate with the mind frame that you're gonna be on the beach somewhere with a laptop, it's not gonna happen. Tenants don't like to pay. You will have to evict. Things will get nasty. It's a hard business to be in, okay? But there's a couple things that you can do to prepare yourself if you fall into that situation. Number one, in the beginning, keep your day job. Do not quit your day job, because you will need that extra assistance financially when things don't go right. And trust me, in real estate, things never go right, okay? Number two, always make sure that you buy with good principles, okay? Don't just buy a property because you want it, especially an investment property. Make sure that that property can support the debt that you're taking out on it, okay? And there's all sorts of calculators that you can use to make sure that it falls within. A lot of people like to use the 1%. So if you're paying $100,000 for the house, they say that your rent should be at least $1,000. I like to take that 1.5, so $1,500. And you can strategically find properties that will fall into this category. The rent may not be, right at $1,500 or right at that 1.5, but if you buy in an area where the rents are under market value, then you can raise the rents to achieve that desired outcome that you're looking for. All right. Second thing, real estate is a long-term play. You will not get rich quick investing in real estate. Okay, 5, 10, 15. Even I have clients that have cashed out and sold apartment complexes at the 20th year, made $1 million. So you have to go in it with the mind frame that this is a long-term generational play. Okay. Number three, there's a lot of different careers you can have in real estate other than being an investor, and that will enable you to get the experience that you need to become the ultimate investor. You can be a realtor, you can be an appraiser, you can be an inspector, you can be a property manager, and if you do a career within real estate, you will get great behind the scenes experience that will enable you to become a better investor. Okay. The fourth thing, when you hear the term other people's money, okay, if you're gonna go out and you're gonna use other people's money, whether that's borrowing money from family and friends, taking on business partners, make sure that you've gotten your hands dirty with whatever you're pitching to other investors, because real estate is the one industry where if you make a mistake, it can be extremely costly, okay? And it can lead to you being sued, okay? The next one, the fifth one, is this. Learn your local market. National headlines will tell you that, home prices are down, but there's hot pockets in the United States where property values are up and they're having bidding wars for houses still. So by knowing your local market, it will enable you to take advantage of opportunities to, be a profitable investor. But don't just pay attention to the national headlines, because it may misguide you into thinking that that's going on in the local market that you're investing in, and it can be totally different. What's going on in the north may not be going on in the south. What's going on in the east, may not be going on in the west. So learn your local market, okay? Number 6, listen. Real estate is a back-end industry where we get paid last. There's a cause and effect. You rent an apartment out, okay, the tenant have to pay at the beginning of the month. You go under contract to buy a property, everybody get paid at the closing table. So you have to keep that in mind when you're building relationships, because everybody's going to put their happy face on to get your business, but they may not be the most optimal situation for you. So vet your people, make sure they are who they say they are, and build the right team, okay? Number 7, okay? Everything should be on paper. I don't care if you're doing business with your mom or your dad. Make sure your contracts are reviewed by attorneys. Trust me, you'll cover yourself, and you'll protect the relationship. When contracts are in place, friendships will maintain. When you don't have a contract, that's when things go crazy. So make sure everything's on paper. Okay? Number 8, I talked about this a little earlier. Okay? Learn by doing. You can take all the courses, you can buy all the books, but nothing beats hands-on experience. I'm telling you. Get in the game. I don't care. You about to buy a $10,000 house. Whatever it takes, just get in the game. That will enable you to get the confidence that you need to scale it up. All right, trust me. Number 9, build systems, guys. Okay? I don't care if you got one property or one deal. Start in the beginning and build your system so you don't be like me 100 properties later and you're trying to put processes and procedures in place to streamline things. Do it in the beginning so when you start scaling up, it will be that much easier, okay? And your systems will be in place, okay? And number 10, listen, be careful in the beginning hiring coaches, because that $5,000 or that $10,000 that you invest in programs, you're gonna need that, okay? You're gonna need that for your first deal. So try and learn the basics to get in the market and surround yourself with experienced investors, okay, that will teach you the game, guys. And that is, my take today, guys. Subscribe, like, share, and follow me, because I drop tips every day on the advantages of becoming a real estate investor.